outside the music, I could say that he's one of the best performers I've seen live.
Yeah.
You know, but he's one of those guys that's like Batman. He only comes out when the signal's out there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the signal hasn't been out there in a while.
He's the hero the IE didn't know they needed.
Exactly.
Can I just say something? I am familiar with this guy, and it's pretty dope just because of the whole Black Cloud music and what they represented and the whole paid dues movement.
Well, you know, so he's got to introduce himself.
I know, but I just like, hey, I'm a super fan. But, hey, without further ado, I'll allow him to introduce himself. Tell him what your name is.
It's me. It's him. It is I.
Dun 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 dun.
Nah, yo, it's Stevie Crooks. It's Stevie Crooks, the villain himself. It's funny that they call me Batman because, you know, like, Batman is also like a villain in a way, like an anti-hero, and that's exactly, you know, who I am. Like, everybody knows when I first came, I guess, into the hip-hop scene, like, I hated everybody. I don't know why I hated everybody. I just was on, like, I thought I was like cannabis or something. Like, a nigga just wanted to. I wanted to battle everybody. Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to battle everybody. Like, nobody was cool. Like, nobody was cool. Like, I'm not shaking nobody's hand. Like, none of that. Like,
hey, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
It built the legend of who I am because I always was like that. Like, I come to the show, I do my show, and then I would leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did that for a couple years, and then people started fucking with me, and then I got kind of friendly.
We're like, all right, y'all know what's up.
Yeah. Y'all cool.
Yeah, I think it adds to the mystique. You know what I mean? It's like when he walks in the room, it's like you command the room. This is from my experience. I've only seen you twice do your thing. But you definitely, you know what I mean, you're 6'9" as well. So that's definitely commanding presence.
Did you not try to play basketball?
I did. I actually, the reason why I'm tall is because I started hooping like my junior year. And I just like grew like crazy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I ended up playing basketball.
So the court was like, this is where you're supposed to be. And your body was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. And you just grew.
Going crazy,
all right.
But it's funny you guys say that because like when I first came at Stevie Crooks, I wore a mask for like a year straight.
Like ski mask?
Ski mask for a year straight.
Yeah.
So nobody knew who I was when I
right.
first came in, you know what I'm saying? It's just a nigga in a mask. He comes, he does the show, and then he leaves. Never takes that shit off. And then, like, I think it just got too hot. I performed at like
he was like, all right, this is kind of creepy.
No, it was like the summertime. I performed at this thing called the Dunk Exchange. And it was just too hot. I like opened up for like You and I or something like that, and it was just too hot. Like
I can imagine.
Like, after my first song, I just like took my mask off, and then after that, I just
was it like, oh, it's Sting?
Right, like people were like recognizing me, like, oh shit, like it's Stevie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah, that also added to what I had going on. Like I used to just wear a mask everywhere. Like even if I wasn't performing and I show up somewhere, I just have a mask on.
Oh shit,
like,
it was that far.
Who is this?
Okay.
You never seen that at the scene of the crime or any scene at all. I love it.
Is that mask still around?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
But the story behind that is my first mixtape that I ever dropped called Can't Stop the Crooks. It was like all 90s, everything. And me and my homeboy Mega at the time, we like skateboarded to the studio. My big ass, like, you know, I'm skateboarding and shit.
Yeah, I was just imagining.
It wasn't like nothing serious. It was just like an easy way to get around.
Okay.
And we skateboarded to the studio. We went to the liquor store, and I was about to buy like a 40. I bought the 40, and while I was walking to the counter, I just seen like a ski mask like right there, like in the liquor store. And I just bought it like just to be funny. Bought that shit, and then went to the studio, and then I just put that shit on in the booth. And then for the rest of the studio session, I just had the shit on the whole time. And then it just became something.
It became the thing right there.
This is it right here. It's giving me energy right now. So I just kept that shit on for like a whole year. Yeah. Like that was my thing right there. And yeah, like it.
it provided that.
It worked out.
Provided that identity for you to be yourself. That's beautiful.
Exactly.
See, I played football, so at least I had a face mask when I was doing activities with it. Was something I can imagine. It was hot, stanky.
Yeah, it was hot. Yeah.
Stanky after a while.
All types of shit going on.
Woolly. It was woolly.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into a little bit of the music, because let's let the people know a little bit about the music.
So you were gone for like 2-3 years, and then boom, this year, was it, around March?
Yep.
You dropped Redemption.
Yeah.
Which
perfect title to come back with. Definitely a perfect title.
What was it that you felt like you needed redemption from, or that you were seeking redemption for?
It's a long story, but I can kind
of hit us with it.
I can shorten it up. When I dropped Bar Kelly, maybe like a couple years before, but at the time when I dropped Bar Kelly, I was already like in a dark place. Like I felt like I didn't want to do music. I only did it just because it was.
You had the momentum to do it.
I had the momentum to do it, and I can drop it, and I knew people was gonna fuck with it.
Yeah.
So I did it. Like my heart wasn't in there. Like it's there, but it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really like proud of the project. I just did it because it was funny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
it was pretty funny.
It just became something.
It was
a
play.
It was a joke because like before that, I went on tour with Noah James. And while we were on tour, like I was growing my hair out and shit. And while we were like inside of the van and shit, I got braids. We stopped in Vegas and my sister gave me braids. And when I got in the whip, like niggas was making fun of me because I had braids. Like I'm like, whatever, nigga. I'm Bar Kelly. Fuck y'all. And start singing and shit.
Yeah.
Playing around in the whip, and then I just we just in the car like, yo, you should drop a mixtape and just rap over all R. Kelly shit or sing over all R. Kelly shit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. So mid tour, like I wrote like a song and I was just performing that song like mid tour, like I just bust out of nowhere and just start singing. And then when we got back off tour, I'm like, I'm about to just make up some bullshit real quick and put this shit together, and it did good. Like it did good. It was a fun project. It had the right energy behind it, but I wasn't really behind it like that.
Okay.
You know, like my heart wasn't really in it because my heart wasn't where it needed to be in like my personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was dealing with a lot of searching. And I also was, I just felt like it was just an empty place that I was in with music. I didn't know where I wanted to go. It's like I came back from tour and there wasn't nothing happening. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do whatever, just to make it seem like I'm not really affected by what's going on with my career. And then I dropped it, and then some shit happened, and my family kind of like scattered everywhere. Everybody moved all around, and I was put in a position where I can either like live in a place where I don't really want to be, or live in a place where I don't really want to be. So I had to choose, and I ended up picking Palm Springs. And when I got to Palm Springs, like, when I first got there, it was like a complete, I guess reality check.
Because of the isolation?
The isolation. But at that time, like, I went through a process of a lot of self-reflecting moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know nobody out here. I don't got no money. I don't got no whip. My family not around. I'm living in somebody else's house. Like, shit was hard for me. Like, I'm used to something else, and I'm like, damn, like,
I gotta get it.
This ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't me. Like, I'm in the mirror like, yo, this ain't me. What's really going on? So I had a very, very dark moment right after Bar Kelly, but like, it was already leading up to that because I was like in like a very difficult relationship, and I got out of that relationship, and it just so happened that when I got out of the relationship, everybody moved away. So it was like,
you have to deal with
I'm by myself. I'm dealing with that.
Yeah.
And then when I got out there, I wasn't really hanging out with nobody because it's Palm Springs. Like, they don't really have like a hip hop scene or nothing like that. So I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. So I'd spent like maybe like a whole year of trying to get my life together, basically. So like one day I woke up and I'm like, I can't do this shit no more. And I just got up, nigga, and I just went to go find a job, and I ended up I ended up finding a FedEx that was close.
The warehouse or the storefront?
It was ground, FedEx ground.
Okay.
And I don't even know if they was hiring or not. I just went up there. I would go there like early in the morning, like 6 in the morning, like every day. Like, can I speak to the manager? Can I speak to the manager? Every day. I'm like, I'm determined. I got to get myself out of this. I would go. And finally, like, the dude is like, I see that you're determined, so come back tomorrow at 7, and we're going to see what we can do.
Yeah.
And I went, got hired on the spot, and I worked like the next day. And I went up there and just... That shit taught me humility, and it taught me how not to judge people, and it taught me, like, discipline. It taught me to not be lazy. Like, all of these things that because I was rapping all my life, these are traits that I knew about, but I never really had to apply them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was living like a regular person. And everybody is like Stevie Crooks, you know what I'm saying? So when I see people, they know who I am, but they don't know what I'm really dealing with.
Yeah. They're
like, where the music at? And I'm like, I didn't have nothing to tell them.
Yeah, like, I'm not in that place to
I wasn't in that place at all, and I had to literally rebuild confidence while I was working at FedEx, and I rebuilt it off of
building walls.
I basically rebuilt it off of, like, the discipline situation. Like, I end up teaching myself how to wake up, go to work even when I don't want to. And I applied that to when I come home from work, I need to listen to beats. And I need to write, and I'm not going to sleep until I write. So I did that for like a year straight. And I didn't have no path with the writing. Like, I was just writing about whatever. Like, there was no subjects or anything. I'm writing.
Do it.
I don't know where I'm going with this. And I built my confidence off of that. Like, I was just recording so much that, like, I got my mojo back. And when I got the mojo back, I'm like, all right, I need to drop a project. I don't know what this shit is going to be called. I really don't know. And then February came, and then my grandma died. And then it was just like, boom. Like, I don't know. I don't want to do nothing no more. Like, it's over with. So I'm, like, sitting on my apartment steps and just crying. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then something just told me, like, go in the house and write. When I went in the house and I wrote, this idea came for me to, like, this is your chance to show your grandmother what she didn't get to see. So you need to stand up. You need to stop crying right now, and you need to
go in.
And it started right there. So that's how redemption came about. Like, and it was like, not only was it redemption for